forces are under attack.
Should you become a nuisance, I'll kill you myself.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, here on Allegro, it's going to be RoyaL and Bisu coming at you in a DEFCON 1 replay sent to me by RJB of RJB TV. Bottom right, it's going to be RoyaL, recent ASL champion, and in the bottom left, it's going to be Bisu, legend, who has won so many premier tournaments that naming one of them would not be enough to tell you how much of a legend Bisu is. So, alright, man. RoyaL, younger than Bisu, a little bit faster, both because he's younger and because he plays Terran. But hey, 570 APM here from Bisu. Only 380 here from RoyaL. Anywho, hope you are enjoying the new intros. Had somebody request a second Terran one and a second Zerg one, so I kind of whipped some up. And if you have any suggestions for me for more intros, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. So, it's a PvT here on Allegro. Not Allegra, Allegro, which I think is a musical term that means faster. Like, I've played enough music and sung enough music in my day that I know what Allegro means, I think. Anyway, what's the play going to be here? Anyone going to do anything crazy to start this off? No, there's no cannon rushing. I really don't see any world where Bisu goes for even a gate expand. It's just not safe. And there's the gas. The gas tells us, okay, it's going to be gate, cyber core, then expansion once we have some Dragoons out, because you never know what craziness RoyaL's going to have up his sleeve. And for him, he's getting his gas, so yeah, it's going to be a barracks into a factory. Openings set in stone here between these two players. Very excited to see what makes this DEFCON 1 replay from RJB. He was really excited to give it to me over Discord. Steve the SCV scouting in. Again, merch available at falconpaladin.store for Steve the SCV, as well as Robert the Zealot, Terra the Overlord, all sorts of good stuff there. Hey look, a cyber core, neat. Hey look, it is a supply depot. Also fine. Hey, look, we're working on getting enough gas for a factory. What? What? I was gonna say, you can't bunker this. Are you dumb? Look, if maybe if Bisu had skipped Cybercore and was trying to expand, you could bunker him. But come on, RoyaL's like, look, I'm bunkering you, and Bisu's like, no, you're not, and RoyaL's like, you're right, I'm not. Just kidding. That was fun. That was the funnest thing in the first 3 minutes of this game so far, no doubt about it. Okay, Marine out, expansion happening, but factory soon. Oh man, he did the expansion thing. He's just floating a ton of gas for no reason. What? Oh, well, those are 100 gas. Wait. He had like 100 gas. What did he do with that gas? Well, now he's throwing down a factory, but he didn't... Was I reading the wrong thing? I swear he had 80 gas just not that long ago. And then he was down to like less than 80 gas, and I don't... Did he start building a factory and then cancel it? I don't know what happened here. Somebody can watch over, rewind the VOD, and figure out what's going on. Anyway, Marine's going to hold it until the bunker shows up. Great, Singularity Charge is on the way, also fine. Robotics Facility on the way from our Protoss. Maybe for aggression, maybe just for detection, who knows? Who knows what the plans are? Look, double factory. Surprise? No, absolutely not. What is this SCV doing? Either he's scouting for a ninja, or he's planning on building his own ninja up here. This is a hiding SCV. This is not a place that Bisu would expand naturally on this map as a third base. So this is RoyaL, I think, planning on building maybe a third CC up there and making Bisu think it's a two-basing RoyaL when it's not, which is kind of fun. Or he's going to throw up a starport up there and maybe try to go some super surprise Wraith harassment. Nope. SCV decides to leave that home and head down to go for another scout on Bisu. I guess maybe that was just hiding from roving bands of dragoons that might find him before he got the scout off. Like this one. This dragoon is scouting around and roving. This SCV is scouting around, but not really roving. Oh, man. See, he wants to get in, but you can't. Not with 2 dragoons. Run, Steve. Get some high ground. Okay. Oh, got a hit before he got to the high ground. Might make it home, but it's not looking good with the 5 HP, is it? Vulture movement speed upgrade here from RoyaL. Turret up, because guess what we're worried about? DTs! Observer out. Any sign of a robo? No. No sign of a robo yet. Spider Mines, the second upgrade that is on the way. Worried about the potential of getting Reaver dropped over here, so that's why there's a barracks floating covering this area. And, man, what I like about RoyaL is he's unpredictable. He will do stuff like this. Oh, Obs gets chased away by that turret. Ooh, there's a turret under there. Sweet. That's super cool. All right, so yeah, RoyaL shows up at unexpected times. Who moves out with 3 tanks and 3 Marines? RoyaL certainly does. Look, other players do sometimes. I'm not saying he's the only one who does this, but it's kind of awesome. I like it, especially against a legend like Bisu, to just be like, you know, just going to keep you on your toes. I'm not going to use the standard timings in DVP. I'm going to make you worried about me the entire time. Vulture is trying to go for whatever run by, but beautiful block there from Bisu. Completely shuts that down. That was insane. Get those dragoons in there. There is a shuttle coming in from Bisu. Let's see if he's... no robotic support bay yet, but he doesn't really need one. Might just be going for Zealot bombs. That could be a use for these shuttles here, too. Third base. Is there... yeah, only one way up here on Allegro. Okay. Got a probe kill. Why was the probe hanging out right next to those pylons? I don't know. It's a good question. That's right. Dragoons with range and observers invincible at this stage of the game, unless they walk into tanks, I guess. Holy air weapons upgrade, Batman. Is Bisu going to the carriers? We have not seen the carriers in this matchup in some time. It's really one of the only ways we can mix this matchup up, right? Mix it up. Make people a little bit surprised at what's going on is the carriers. It's gotta be. He's not getting +1 attack for Arbiters or Corsairs or Scouts. Boy, if he got Scouts, though, that'd be hilarious. Bisu going Scouts against RoyaL would be insane amounts of disrespect. An empty shuttle wanders over here. But for what? He says, if I have to worry about you, then you have to worry about me. Where's this shuttle going to come from? Where's it going to go? What's inside the shuttle? You don't know, RoyaL, and RoyaL doesn't know. Fleet beacon. Fleet beacon. Okay, I'm going to listen for scans for RoyaL. He's getting Charon boost. He's making a couple Goliaths. He's making a starport. Did he already scan this? There's no way he already scanned this fleet beacon. It just got started. Maybe he scanned the Stargate timing, but that's not weird either, except that there's not... oh, there's not a Citadel of a Dune! Which means there's not a Templar Archives. Which means... it can't. Oh my gosh. It can't be... there we go, carriers on the way. It can't be Arbiters. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Well, RoyaL, I'm going to say, probably hasn't read this. He got his handful of Goliaths out in case Arbiters show up, but I haven't heard a scan. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to listen for scans here. Science facility coming in, second armory on the way for those upgrades. And if I know the current meta correctly, this is not going to be mass carrier. It's going to be carrier dragoon. See, firing up 4 dragoons as well as getting increased carrier capacity. But at some point, I've never thought about this before, but at some point, the Terran can check and say, you're not making any zealots at all. So what does that tell me? That tells you carriers. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, he didn't have any ComSat stations before this very moment. That would explain the utter lack of scans from RoyaL. That's incredible. He's been relying on turrets to provide detection and defense against DTs. Fourth Nexus is up. Minerals only here on Allegro. Allegro reminds me of the name Allegra Cole from the movie Hitch with Will Smith and I forget who his co-lead was. What is her name? I don't know. Somebody will let me know in the comments. But anyway, it was a fun little 2005 movie. I don't know if it is quite there for 2024 sensibilities, but I think it's a fun watch. Hey, look, it's a citadel of a dune. Oh, there was a scan. Crap. Hey, look what he scanned. He knows. He knows now. So might as well go with the carriers. It's not going to be any easier to make these carriers work than right now, the moment that RoyaL discovers what this is. But again, the utter lack of speed lots has got to be something of itself. It has to. God, 2 turrets just crushing interceptors. Replace the interceptors. Hate you guys. RoyaL says this is a good time for me to move in. There's not a lot of carriers. There's not a lot of ground forces. Bisu's a little bit vulnerable here. Teeny tiny bit vulnerable here. His zealots don't have the speed upgrade. That alone makes him vulnerable at this point. It's on the way, but it's not a very fast upgrade. Dragoon's kind of dragging this army away, I feel like. Man, against slow zealots, there's this window here for RoyaL to get on. In. Top right base from RoyaL, by the way, during all this. I love that. Alright, slow zealots, really no match for vultures, man. Not when they have +1 attack. This base evac. RoyaL scans it, sees it, goes for the kill now. Siege tank sieging up. Slow zealots just cannot close this distance fast enough. Zealots are dying like crazy. Goliath's doing very well here too. The carriers have to get involved. They have to get involved here because otherwise this base is dead. This base might be dead anyway. But he's got to try to save it. He brings the carriers in. Look at this. Building turrets. Oh, shots going off. That Nexus is out of shield. Supply blocking Bisu would be pretty hot here. He's not supply blocking him because Bisu still has 180 supply after losing like 3 pylons. And Nexus down. Okay, this is big. That was big from RoyaL. Big time, big boy move. Humongous attack. Moving across the map there before the carrier group was ready to rock. And I do see a lot of Terrans make the mistake of basically saying, we'll just, we'll let the carrier group get up to the number that the Protoss wants, and then we'll go maybe try to deal with them, or we'll just defend forever. But I love it. RoyaL shows up, says, you don't have enough to defend your 4th base. Bam, burns it down to the ground, to the studs. Incredible. Oh, I don't know about this base anymore. Ready? Are you ready for what's going to show up here? Hey, it's Dragoons! Oh, you tried to ninja a 4th base on us, did you? Yes. He says, I'm going to lose some SCVs, but probably going to be able to save the command center, which is pretty much what you weren't able to do, right? Citizens arrest, a bunch of tanks show up. Actually, 1 tank is all that is required, apparently. Okay, I guess. With a little SCV repair escort, right? That's nice. And plus, these guys are already previously injured, so Siege Tank's not dealing with 4 fully healthy Dragoons or anything, or 3 as it were. Okay, more carriers being produced, but again, 6 Dragoons at a time. This is carrier hybrid Dragoon stuff. Dragoons trade pretty well against Goliath, which prevents the Terran player from just going mass Goliath here. They have to sprinkle in tanks as well, and keeping an eye on what's going on with the enemy composition is kind of the whole deal if you're playing against hybrid Protoss. Oh boy. Well, carriers. Top right. Tried to build some missile turrets to deal with this. No. You're not allowed. Siege tanks, blah. Goliath's blah. All right, fourth base of Bisu gonna die again. Got an engagement up here. Good. I mean, it's Bisu, carrier, micro. What do you want? And then look. See how the Dragoons come in from the other side, and the Goliaths are like, I don't want to get squished or anything. Nexus down. Bisu on 3 bases. Not happy about that. Dragoons clear. How? Oh, the carriers must have just fallen back to assist something else. I don't know why this base is still alive. I thought the carriers were going to kill this CC. SCVs, fight for your lives. You gotta fight for your right to party. Bisu, supply block. Just kidding. Lost some stuff. Now not supply blocked anymore. Always the worst way to not be supply blocked, but it's all good nevertheless. Terran music rolling as the Terran is getting into the third base of Bisu. 1 cannon, not have to deal with this many vultures with +2 attack. Probes massacred on the backside of it. 61 to 56 workers in favor of the Terran. These vultures will pay for that with their lives, but well worth it. Stopping all income. Royal gonna get this win, I believe. Somehow he's doing nothing to defend this top right base. I'm concerned about it. But he's expanding down here instead. Maybe he feels like it's easier to defend and like, screw this base. It doesn't really matter anymore, I guess. Goliath coming in to defend this fourth base. Is it enough is the question. Oh my gosh, Vulture's getting back into this third base. But this fourth base is getting overrun. I don't think there are enough Goliaths to save this. This carrier count is big. 10 carriers, friends, with +2 attack on those interceptors. They are no slouch. Not even close. Siege tank siege up, but I mean, I don't know what you want to do here. There is no ground army. This is just pure carrier being just perfectly micro, so the interceptors are attacking, but you're not taking too many hits on your body. These SCVs are under very horrendous working conditions at the moment. Oh, Royal snuck a base up here while that was happening. Okay, so he just keeps losing bases and then just building new ones somewhere else. Oh, Vulture is trying to catch these probes, but Bisu escorting quite effectively there, and the probes do get in, but this is still a 3-basing Protoss. Bisu's long distance mining from his 4th. That's now how you know how desperate a situation this is for Bisu. Anytime you're long distance mining from a base. Whew, 193 to 161 supply. Bisu is up. Royal not healthy right now. Economically keeps taking hits. Bisu does too. Oh, this absolute bloodbath. It is hard to see what's going on, but looks like the siege tanks are holding against these Dragoons pretty effectively. Goliaths just trying to hit those carriers, but man, that high ground position is so sweet. It is so nice for Bisu. And the Dragoons just having to stay just out of range of these tanks as well. Absolutely insane. This is fantastic stuff. EMP getting researched. I was going to say, this is a good ball of carriers to EMP, but not happening because it wasn't done yet. High Templar being added into the mix. DTs being added into the mix from Bisu here too. The good news right now from Royal is that he has this right side base and he has this 12 o'clock ninja. And economically, he's kind of awesome right now. A little bit. 5 bases to 4 bases. Bisu not knowing about that 12 o'clock is a massive deal. Is there going to be enough? Can Bisu discover it? Oh, some broadside hits here. Taking some shots. There is a very injured carrier in this group, but target firing it amongst the group can be difficult to do. 188 to 147 supply. Royal is in a difficult position. Truly difficult spot here. Bisu just marching up on him. Dragoons with no attack upgrades, actually. Interesting. So that... The 3-attack Goliaths with 1 armor, 3-attack tanks, especially against 0-attack Dragoons. Bisu needs to be very, very careful with those Dragoons, so they don't get in range of these tanks any more than they possibly need to. Yeah, man, it is just Dragoons right now. High Templar kind of joining the party when they don't have Storm yet. I don't know. Okay, that High Templar just wandered into tank range and got obliterated. This guy just ate some spider mines. So Bisu maybe not being as careful as he needs to be here. Just a thought. This carrier still has 22 HP and has still not been picked out of the group and wiped out here. I think Bisu doesn't know about this base. And I think as a result, he's okay with just kind of sharking around the edges and squeezing Royal just around the periphery here instead of expanding more himself and trying to keep up economically. Oh, this is such a tough thing for Royal. He might, I don't know if he has the troops necessary to spare to try to go kill that 4th base of Bisu's. This is incredibly tight, but my gosh, Bisu's carrier control. There's a reason. There's a reason he is who he is. There's a reason you clicked on this for Bisu, because you were like, it's going to be insane control, insane macro, and insane game management. Oh, and then it just accidentally move commands his carriers into getting blasted. One of them goes down anyway. Oh, maybe, and the one maybe that was super injured too. That was maybe 2 carriers that went down. That's big. Yeah, he did spare some forces to try to wipe out this 4th base, but I don't think it's enough. Siege again, but Siege tanks with +3 attack against 0 armor Dragoons. I don't know. There we go. Reinforcements from Royal come on in here, and oh, this base is under siege once again. Once again. The carriers maybe thought about heading up there. He's going to send a Dragoon up to check it. Oh no, this Ops checked it. He knows about this base now, and Bisu's like, uh-oh. This is not good for me. Okay, we'll send 1 Dragoon to deal with that. And then we're going to bring the carriers down to deal with this whole scenario, because losing this 4th base again is not going to work for me. I am not okay with it. Nice snipe on the science vessel. Did it get an EMP off? It does not appear to have gotten an EMP off. Not on these carriers anyway. Maybe on something else. Once again, a Dragoon shows up. Surround it and kill it, you guys. Look at these vultures. They're like, we've got armor and attack upgrades, and you don't. We're not afraid of you. Dragoons. Bisu up 40 supply. Maybe closer to 33 supply here. I'm going to be honest. High Templar are coming in for a little bit of Storm, trying to toss that down on those Goliaths. If they can get on top of the tanks, even better. There you go. Storm getting thrown down here. More Storm. Target fire on the tanks and Ops. Ooh, a carrier does go down. That was a carrier death sound, and some of these are taking some damage. Royal. Can he mount a comeback here? High Templar snipe. High Templars. Man, I really feel like killing the High Templars may be even more important than killing the carriers in this spot, but who knows? Who rightly knows? Is there another? Oh, there's just an obs up here. This base from Royal is everything right now. Also, this base staying alive is big too. I think Royal might just kind of endure this. And maybe kind of starve Bisu out, try to win that way, but okay. A little bit too much. Too many zealots here for us to citizens arrest you, and the 12 o'clock ninja base of Royal is in the toilet. This right side base is all he's got. This is, I don't know if this is going to be a game where the map is mined out because it's humongous and we haven't really touched these corner bases yet, or this 6 o'clock base. But it could be a situation where nobody has really enough money to expand. Funds are low on both sides, and it comes down to a scrap-tastic ending that way. Especially because carriers need money to replace interceptors as they die. So that's something you always have to keep in mind. Carriers as a super late game, super low eco situation They're not the answer to that. You almost feel bad for making carriers when that happens. Yeah, Bisu, 100 minerals in the bank. DT's added into this mix. Where's the scan? Where's the scan? Where's the scan? There's the scan. There's the scan. You have to kill the DTs and worry about the other stuff later. DTs have to be the priority here. Oh, man. Not the priority. DT's wailing away on those Goliaths. Spider Mine's getting tossed down to try to deal with the DT threat. One Spider Mine takes down 2. But this Dan the Dark Templar's got 5 kills, and he might just move into this mineral line next. Where's his mission? His mission takes him into a Spider Mine. That's not good. All right, carrier group. Not as mighty as it once was, but there's literally no resistance to it over here on the right side. And, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if there's enough here from RoyaL to do this. But I've been wrong before. It's just the problem is that it's 112 to 58 total supply. It's better army situation than that here from RoyaL, but it is... He's cockroaching, though, isn't he? And RoyaL GG's out. Bisu. Woof. Is our winner. This is all the income Bisu has right now. He's mined out of his third. He's mined out of his nat. He's mined out of his main. All he has right now is this. And all RoyaL had really was this. And he just not enough army stuff remaining to get the win here. He had great vision. He knew, was Bisu going to try to take other bases? Maybe, but in this situation, not really. I don't think Bisu even really tried to expand up this way. He's like, 4 bases is all I need. 3 gas and a 4th base with minerals only, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, these carriers, man. 25 kills, 24 kills, 28 kills, and 17 kills on these carriers. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think RoyaL's response to this was pretty good. But his ability to defend his bases was not great today. I gotta say, he tried having bases, but then lost them, just couldn't keep up economically. The cost efficiency report here has got to be a bit problematic. Here from RoyaL today. We'll take a look at it. 226 to 1,000 points. They're outproducing the Terran and getting outkilled. Oh, outkilling the Terran too. So that's pretty efficient stuff. 30 to 10 buildings raised in favor of Bisu and getting outspent by the Terran. That's nuts. Yeah, so that tells us the cost efficiency of Bisu was better because RoyaL outspent Bisu, but Bisu won. So yeah, that just really shouldn't happen. The only way that you should be beating a Terran player in a 26-minute game is if you outspend them and kind of substantially. But in this particular of a situation, no. Not today. Not this one. Bisu comes in and takes out RoyaL. Whew. That was amazing. That was really, really good. Super, 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 super good stuff. That was fantastic. So Bisu gets the win. I feel like we haven't had a Terran win in a TVP in a hot minute. Am I wrong about that? Could be wrong about that. I don't know. We'll go back and look. We'll maybe try to sneak one in here in the next couple weeks or so, just for you Terran fans. But for today, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.